I knew I wasn't healthy. I wasn't living healthy, and I had so many things to overcome. And when I stepped into PCAF, I began to heal. PCAF serves people in the South Sound with HIV and AIDS diagnosis, with education and services that will support them to have a healthy lifestyle. PCAF has been in the business of saving lives for over 30 years. The beginning of the AIDS epidemic, I was living in Washington, D.C., and it was a surreal time. Once diagnosed, the only thing we really had to look forward to were death. I had partners that were HIV positive, but I kind of put off getting tested until 1992. I was 29 years old, and the diagnosis came back positive. It was very difficult just within my own self of being labeled as a gay black man, and then the stigma of this disease comes along. So it was just a lot of holding in and suppressing your real feelings just to get along. I see similarities in the AIDS epidemic to the COVID-19 because at first there was fear and misunderstanding, the disproportionate diagnoses of people of color, and even judgment. A friend had relocated here to Tacoma, Washington 2 years prior and introduced me to the possibility of connecting with PCAF as a client. So I had to move from one Washington to another to get the services that made me well again. I arrived in Tacoma July 3rd, 2006, and had an appointment set up for me 2 days after my arrival to come to PCAF. I went into this old City Hall building, and walking into that, I was a little anxious about what I was gonna see on the other side of the door, and I met Jill Fry, and she greeted me with the biggest smile and welcoming that just eased all that fear, and I could step into what I really needed. I was in very much need of medical help, and they got me into a doctor within a week. They were right up front with insurance, how you can get it paid for, get your medicine paid for. I could get my transportation tickets. They assisted me with housing. Within a year, I had my own apartment. They also saw my need for essential needs, toothbrushes, toilet paper, paper towels, as well as the food program they had. And without any shame or guilt that you were going into this place, and it was always welcoming and friendly for me. If I had to go out and search for these services outside, I don't think I could have ever put it all together. PCAF is a game changer because it is a one-stop shop. PCAF has been a trendsetter for education and support and advocacy in the community, and has been on the cutting edge of so many services that HIV positive and AIDS diagnosed people need. Well, the pandemic has changed how I receive services from person to person to still person to person, but at a distance.
Phillip, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Jack.
My current case management with Jackie's a lot of virtual meetings, and we always have a check-in.
So I go in it.
You know, how you doing, what's going on, how are you feeling? Anything that I did in person, she still supports.
I miss the hugs. The virtual
We
hugs.
still get a food bag or box delivered to our home on Thursdays. They've stepped right in and started new ways of doing things, and For me, they're seamless. Yes, PCAF saved my life. Today, I am CD4 count high, viral load 0, undetectable as well as non-transferable. I can't imagine where I'd be without PCAF.